Blackmore.
At ease, soldier. It's time we get into another Virtual Fighter episode coming your way. This episode, I will be going over one of the most technical, fun characters with an awesome tackle ground game. The one and only Vanessa Lewis. Ever since her first showing in Virtual Fighter Vanilla 4, she has remained a fan favorite among the community. I'll be going over her Vale Tudo fighting style. Even though I have covered this with Tekken's Craig Marduk, I'll be going over the overall differences between the two as well, and how they both portray Vale Tudo in their respective games. So let's dive into this, folks, in history behind the fighting styles. Vale Tudo is a Brazilian martial arts style that focuses on grappling, striking, and submissions. It has gained popularity around the world for its raw and dynamic fighting style, no holds barred approach. Vanessa's approach relies on pressure and quick strikes, as well as taking the opponent to the ground where she can use her grappling techniques. One of the reasons why Vale Tudo is such an effective martial arts style is due to the range of techniques it utilizes. Vale Tudo practitioners, especially Vanessa, can utilize boxing movements on their strikes, similar to Brazilian jiu-jitsu and wrestling techniques on the ground. Now, the age-old question: how does Vanessa's Vale Tudo differ from Craig Marduk's in Tekken? Craig Marduk is another character that practiced Vale Tudo, but their styles differ in a few ways. While both characters rely on strikes combined with grappling and submissions, Craig Marduk emphasizes brute strength over strategy. Marduk is known for his offensive, overpowering style of fighting rather than Vanessa, who leans into a more well-rounded technical approach. Another difference between the two is their ability to counter their opponent's attacks. While Marduk focuses on leaning into an overpowering approach, while Vanessa takes a more strategic, technical approach to her gameplay. A bit more defensive, as you would say. I'll be going over the origins of Vale Tudo in a shortened manner this time around. That way, it doesn't feel like I'm giving you too much of the same information like I have covered in the full history in Marduk's video. Now, originally, Vale Tudo was developed as a way for Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighters to test their skills against practitioners of other styles in the early 20th century, such as boxing, wrestling, and Muay Thai. It quickly gained popularity in Brazil as a spectator sport, with fans flocking to arenas across the country to watch these fighters go head-to-head in brutal battles. No rules, no anything. Anything goes. One of the most famous early Vale Tudo fighters was Helio Gracie, which I'm sure that name looks very familiar to you all if you have seen previous episodes of mine. He is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu master who competed in some of the earliest Vale Tudo fights in Brazil. Gracie was a pioneer of the sport, and his success both as a fighter and as a promoter helped propel Vale Tudo into the mainstream world. Over time, Vale Tudo evolved into the modern-day sport of mixed martial arts, aka MMA. But the roots of this amazing sport can be traced back to the streets of Brazil, where fighters push themselves in the name of competition. If you search hard enough, you can still find Vale Tudo practitioners out there. If you ever want to learn more, please check out my Craig Marduk video if you ever want to learn more about Vale Tudo, which I have also covered in that video. Vanessa is such a fun, loving character on a technical scale that we've seen for being the second Vale Tudo fighter in the 3D fighting game space. I just hope Sega has something cooking for her and every other Virtual Fighter character in the future, Sega, please, we beg ya, if you didn't have anything for us during EVO Japan, let us know if something is on the horizon for the series. Editor's note, scratch that, they really didn't have anything to show us at EVO Japan, unfortunately. If you made it towards the end of the video, thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Please give a like, subscribe, hit that bell to stay up to date on any upcoming content on the channel. If you ever want to see what I have coming up for the channel itself, be sure to look at the community tab. I'm usually posting there, showing off sneak peeks or just anything that I'm coming up with. So that's how you're going to be able to stay up to date to see anything that I have going on. This is Blackmore2323. Love y'all. Stay safe out there. Peace.
The study of Kung Fu fighting is ongoing, don't ever